multi-exclusive dimensional being Kyle with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about Sun and Virgo, and of course tomorrow the moon will be moving in Taurus. So that's basically moon in Taurus is basically it's an earth sign. This is dealing with down to earth, pretty much being more practical, having values, daily work routines, pleasures, five senses. Be aware of fucking thyroid issues, glands with your throat or neck issues. You might fall asleep on the wrong side of the bed. You might have a neck issue when you wake up type shit. So be aware of that too. You know, the moon is dealing with feelings and emotions, instinctiveness, mother, caring, motherly natures. And of course, it like to be in a water sign. So of course, it's more harmonious. But of course, when it's in the earth sign, things can be a little too grounding, a little too hardcore type shit. So it's going to be a little tactic depending on what kind of seeds you grow. And of course, first thing you do when you wake up, make sure you meditate. If you don't meditate, your day going to go crazy. You're going to be carrying fucking trauma, old baggage, and it'll play out into many spectrums. So you don't want to basically take on those negative responsibilities. So be aware of that. Dealing with money, possessions, values, skills, daily work, materialistic things, habits, indulging into eating certain shit for me. And it was Saturday, so tomorrow Sunday is gonna be a whole lot of that. It's gonna be a whole lot of cooking and all that good shit. So be aware of that shit too. All right, so tomorrow's energies, sun. We got the sun trining the moon. So this basically having harmonious natures. We're gonna be feeling balanced with our relatability as far as stability, structure. We're gonna have a harmonious aspect in the air. Also, we got Sun trine Jupiter, so basically dealing with self-confidence, faith, travel, having adventures and having new experiences and circumstance situations that we're gonna take into heed. So utilize that. Sun trine Uranus, self-uniqueness, protection, home security, and stability. We're gonna have freedom when we come to our private matters, family, home issues and shit. We're gonna feel the need to basically get away from each other and have our own uniqueness and space and originality. Watch out for mood swings too. Also, we got the sun opposing Neptune, so it's basically sacrificing yourself for other people, places, and things, giving your all out there, being passive, and just seeing things play out, but you're not taking the center stage of utilizing that into your own uniqueness. So don't be naive, don't be passive. Make sure you utilize that for your own self and basically have creativity into that aspect. Also, when you got Sun trine Pluto, this is basically dealing with self-expression, and this is a trine, so decisiveness, secrets, manipulation can also play an aspect of that need too, because it plays with that need to dig deep or just use people for whatever your intentional purposes. So watch out for these tricksters out here. Also, we got what the fuck is that? We got Moon trine Jupiter, so it's basically dealing with positive spirituality, comfort, and of course having new experiences and having harmonious natures when we utilize our self-expression and our spiritual side, dealing with feelings and emotion, which is gonna be on a good aspect so far. Also, we got Moon conjunct Uranus, so it's basically dealing with emotional freedom and space and home matters, of course. We also got Moon trine Pluto, so it's basically dealing with harmonious feelings and emotions of deep healing, deep regeneration, or anything that was basically bothering us. We got the advantage to basically bring control and self-control and self-power when we're utilizing that. Also, we got Mercury sextile Venus, so it's basically dealing with balance, thinking, and communication. And of course, Mercury is now in Libra, so of course we're gonna have a lot of harmonious natures, and of course we will feel the need to see where we need to have balance in our life with people, places, and things, or we need to execute ourselves away from dramatic ass people or people that we just don't see in our best interest. Also, we got Venus square Mars, so that's basically dealing with unbalanced feelings and emotions. So everybody gonna feel the need to kind of make enemies during this time, whether we dealing with a relative, a friend, or a family member. Things can get a little out of control. Everybody be too decisive, acting out too fast and shit, and people, places, and things not resonating with our side of the room, and people may feel the need to basically feel opposing when you utilize that. So it's like you just basically have your mind already made up, and then you want to go do this in a selfish matter. So everybody gonna feel the need, but like, yo, what the fuck? Teamwork make the dream work. Ain't no I in team. So be aware of these kind of energies that you'll be going through. We also got Venus opposing Saturn. So this basically fears of restrictions. Of course, a lot of workers out there working safety and acting safety by having requirements when you enter their store and all kind of shit. So be aware of these motherfuckers. Also, we got Mars square Saturn, so this is being unable to get with the program. Watch out for restrictions and obligations, and fears of guilt can also play a matter. Watch out for this shit. We also got Mars square Pluto, so it's basically dealing with stubbornness and being selfish and just making up our own mind with self-reaction, self-replenishing. Be aware, because you can utilize this for good and bad, and violence can also play an attribute. So of course, a whole lot of shit going on right now. You don't want to be on the negative side of the spectrum. Also, we got Jupiter sextile Neptune, so you're gonna feel the need to be a spiritual teacher or be a guru or basically be a conspiracy theorist, whatever the fuck you call it. Watch out for that word and those terms, because that's also witchcraft being practiced on you. You don't want to be labeled as a conspiracy theorist. You want to just be labeled as you being your own spirit and being your own secluded space. So you don't want to be a cleansing or attaching to motherfucking names out here. Also, we got Jupiter conjunct Pluto, so it's basically dealing with truth, new experiences, or power and control. For me, you gotta learn how to balance the two, or you could be a little too manipulative, or a little too self-control, and contradict yourself in this manner. So be aware of that. Okay. And then, last but not least, we got Neptune sextile Pluto. So this basically dealing with peace, imagination. So if you're not utilizing your imagination towards positivity and prosperity, it's gonna get compromised by the government, and you're gonna be fucked, and you're gonna be living in hell. You're gonna be believing everything that they tell you on the motherfucking news, and you're gonna get washed up into their fantasy, under their current. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna go to hell, motherfucker, forever too. So be aware of that shit. All right, when we dealing with Taurus in the first, when we dealing with Taurus, first house is basically dealing with practical matters, self-control, values. Now, if this is in Aries, you're gonna be worrying about self-control, over power, having fun, being more energetic, being independent and charged. Also, take control of these values and your possessions, or someone else will do that for you. If you got a moon in Aries, you're going to feel the need of other people, places, and things trying to take power and control over your possessions. If you got moon in Aries. If you got Sun in Taurus, it's dealing with self-control, power issues, also values, all the values, though, stimulations is needed. Also, you're going to be dealing with guilt and worries and convictions of other people, places, and things in their possessions. Watch out for that. You want to make sure you're in a vibration of having everything and not putting yourself in a circumstance situation of having guilt or worries about possession gains. If you got a moon in Taurus, you're going to be receiving the energy of people, places, and things trying to take control and possession, or try to convict you over their possessions. Maybe that'll play a spectrum. Watch out for that. Also, we got Sun in Gemini, Taurus and Gemini. It's basically dealing with values of communication, interaction, surroundings, and locations. You may feel the need to basically might cheat in the spectrum, so be careful and aware of that shit too. Because somebody may not value you, or communication not there anymore, excitement not there. So this will also play a factor. If you got a moon in Gemini, you're gonna be receiving this kind of energy from people, places, things may be wanting to cheat on you. So be aware of that shit. Also, Taurus and Cancer, this is basically dealing with home, domestic matters, values, work. Also, being cautious and having a love and cozy matters. Be aware of sensitivity, sensitive emotions, and also it's actually Taurus like being in a stable, comfortable, cozy nature. So make sure you plant good seeds. And also, if you got moon in Cancer, you're gonna be receiving this kind of nourishment from people, places, and things trying to nourish you in that predicament, circumstance, situation. Also, we got Taurus and Leo. This is basically demanding attention, demanding valued attention, stimulation. Also, watch out for conflict and drama if you're not getting attention, because this also play an aspect depending on what kind of energies or plants you were born. If you got a moon in Leo, you're gonna be receiving the energy of people, places, and things wanting to basically get attention from you, or basically throw that towards you. If you got Taurus and Virgo, it's basically dealing with daily stability, value, also looking for the rights and wrongs and flaws that you'll be going through, as far as always wanting to fix something. Be aware of this, everything don't need fixing. So especially if you was playing good seeds, you don't need to be worrying about that. If you was playing bad seeds, you're gonna be worrying about the things you need to be fixing, dealing with love, relationships, or daily root, or daily, of course, relationship is a job too. If you got Moon in Virgo, you're gonna be receiving the energies of people, places, things, looking for wrongdoings towards you, and looking for people, places, things that's investigating you. Also, damn, my fucking drawer hurt. Also, we got motherfucking we got Taurus and motherfucking Libra. You gonna be dealing with pleasures, seeking attention, communication, balance, and valuing your possessions. So it's all about dealing with confrontation of that. And of course, Mercury and Libra, so there's a good aspect too. So if you was playing good seeds, you won't have to be looking for balance and shit. Your person that you would know what's to expect from both ends, and you'll be working on that. If you're playing bad seeds, you're gonna be receiving this kind of energy, and you're gonna be investigating and searching that. Also, if you got Moon in Libra, you're gonna be receiving nourishment from people, places, and things, as far as like balance and harmony and peace. So be on terms, oils, and look out for that. We're dealing with Taurus and Scorpio. It's basically dealing with values, possessions. Jealousy also can play a part, but of course, loyalty and commitment is key. So watch out for people, places, and things that's taking advantage of your valued possessions and shit, and try not to be too open, or you can get hurt during this time. So if you got a Moon in Scorpio, other people, places, and things may be taking value over your possessions in circumstances, situations, and play out to that spectrum and shit. So be aware. Take full control and full power over your deep desires or wants and needs during this time. Also, when you got Taurus and motherfucking Sagittarius, which don't like being in a rut, things want to be fasted up and smoothed up. Also in fire sign too when we dealing with Aries too. When it's in Sagittarius, basically dealing with growth, experiences, values of pleasures and beliefs and morals and principles. So you're gonna feel the need to basically express that and find value in that. If you plant good seeds, you're gonna be getting more prosperity with that. If you plant bad seeds, you're gonna be going through a fucking red hole, dealing with taking time to get from point A to point B. So also, if you got a Moon in Sagittarius, people, places, things gonna be feeling the need to also throw this energy towards you, as far as that, and watch out for that. Also, when we got Taurus and Capricorn, is basically dealing with valuing your principles, your daily work challenges, commitment, and planting good seeds. If you was in a good spectrum, you won't have to worry about any issues. But if you was playing bad seeds, worriness, guilt, frustration may play a part. So watch out for this shit too. Make sure you in the right frequency vibration. Make sure you catching up and making sure you getting rid of all. Make sure you get your rest too. It's very important for Capricorn to get their rest and get sleep, so this way shit won't be all baggage on them and shit. They won't be going through so much shit. Also, you got a Moon in Capricorn, you're going to be receiving this kind of energy from people, places, and things, being serious, being practical, and also that spectrum. Also, when we got Taurus and Aquarius, basically valuing your vision, people, places, things, groups, bondages, creativity. You might feel the need to basically tap into yoga or get spiritual in this motherfucker. So go ahead and take that task. If you got a Moon in Aquarius, you're going to be receiving this kind of energy from people, places, things, want to do yoga with you or be around you or just have fun type shit. Also, watch out for if you wasn't playing good seeds, you're gonna face the consequences and worries of people, places, things not being in your best interest. You may not value or appreciate these people around you. So get the scissors and get the strap, because power will come on tonight. And last but not least, Pisces, you're gonna be reacting, responding, valuing your dreams, your imagination, your fantasies. Focus on following your spirit and try not to plant too much seeds and shit, because you can have so much shit running for you and going for you, but you don't know where to start. Feel me? You get lost into so much. And this can also play a spectrum as far as what you want, and you may not know what you want in life. So basically find your spirit, go within yourself, which is key because all the answers is within you. And that'll get you from point A to point B, aka the promised motherfucking land, point C. And that's it. And make sure everybody go within and be consistent.